We are now moving on to the distant future of 1996 with Leprechaun 4 in space. This is my number 2.
Yeah, okay. Number 4.
Yeah.
I had this at number 3, but then I did shift it down a little bit.
It is so stupid, but the comedy works for me.
Yep.
And the thing I'll give it credit for is, unlike 1, where it's trying to be funny and it just fails and it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
This one, it's such a comedy is so subjective, right? Leprechaun 4 has it's so bad that it's keeping you entertained.
Yeah.
And I was entertained the whole time because I'm like, okay, what dumb thing are they going to show me next? It was like a train wreck. I just couldn't help but I couldn't look away.
Right.
I had to watch it. And I had fun with this one. Exactly your reaction
That's
in
right.
3. And that's why, again, I don't want to shit on you too hard for 3. And I'm sorry if I did.
No.
The movie.
It's well deserved. I deserve
It's
to
not
be
a
shit
good
on.
movie. This is not a good movie either. All these movies, to reiterate, the Leprechaun franchise fucking sucks, okay? These are all... if you held these movies up against any of the other major horror franchises we've tackled, it's coming out on the bottom, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a well-crafted series. These are not like high art, right? So ultimately, these movies, what's going to register for you is so subjective.
Yep.
So anybody's ranking in these movies, I totally get,
Yep.
with the exception of 1.
Yeah,
We're going to get to it.
I think I know the one.
Yeah, there's one that I think universally everyone hates. But before we can get to that, we got to do number 4.
Yeah.
All right. So this film was directed by Brian Trenchard, Brian Trenchard-Smith, who also directed 3. So same director for Leprechaun 3. So
fair.
yeah.
All right.
Where did you have this again? This was your number 4?
This is my number 4.
Oh, it's kind of like a mid pick. Okay.
Yeah.
So just like Hellraiser Bloodline, this is the 4th entry in the series, and it takes place in space. How weird is that connection?
Yeah.
Even fucking weirder. This came out the same year as Hellraiser Bloodline. That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
We got Hellraiser Bloodline and Leprechaun 4 come out the same fucking year, 1996, and they both take place in space.
They're both the space entry.
And they're both the 4th entry in the series.
Yeah.
What is going on here? That's just fucking weird, right? I also want to point out at this, I mean, we've mentioned this, but there's zero connections to, still we're continuing this. This is the 4th entry. Don't expect any continuity between it and the other entries. Don't expect any continuation. The lore is going to change yet again here.
Each time we sit down to watch the next entry, we keep thinking, hoping, wishing maybe that there is a connection. There isn't. So 4th one in, still no connection.
My opinion on this is because like Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, those entries, they at least attempted to connect them, and they at least attempted to explain how the killer would keep coming back. I prefer that, I think.
Yeah, I will say though, that
I prefer the attempt. I know what you're about to say is I like the clean break of each of these, right? Where they each kind of have their own feel.
I mean, I prefer it the way that you are suggesting, but if you're not going to do that, don't halfway do it. At least with these, there's no connection. They don't even pretend or create little connections. They're just like, nope. And I at least have to give them credit for that they're not kind of dipping one foot into the pool with these connections. They just don't bother.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it opens with credits over a shot of open space and some terrible CGI meteors flying around, which, why even do them?
I said, oh God, these CGI space effects are vomit inducing.
Why even do them? Why even have them? If you can't pull a fucking Ed Wood could do more convincing effects than this. If you can't do it, just don't do it.
And so this is why I thought it was funny that you thought that the Vegas scenes were so bad, because at least they shot in Vegas and the casino had real gaming tables. But this one, you're bigger on the space.
No. Well, here, they actually shot in space in this one, okay, Mark? They actually were on alien worlds, okay?
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the difference. We then get a shot of also horrible looking CGI spacecraft. Inside the ship, we meet a group of space marines, is what I assumed they were. Yep. I was like, every time it's like military guys in space, like, okay, they're space marines.
Just space marines.
Sure, whatever. Excuse me. The space marines are arming themselves, and the set is like this generic sci-fi set that is giving me major Jason X vibes. Like it's that level of quality. Yep. It's just generic sci-fi set.
Yep.
Right, but it's supposed to be on a futuristic spaceship, sure.
But we have no money.
Yeah, so, right. Zero money, so you're getting tinfoil walls. Yeah. The commanding officer then appears, and he has like half of his head is like a chrome metal plate.
That's right.
It's actually a pretty good looking effect.
Yeah, it's not bad.
To their credit, I thought they actually pulled that off pretty convincing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not RoboCop level, but I thought it looked pretty good actually.
Yeah, for what we've come to see already in this movie. The expectation was this could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I thought that was a good effect. He reiterates to the Marines their mission is to seek and destroy an alien threat that's caused the galactic mining operation $500 million.
Yes.
I wonder what the alien threat could be. Mm-hmm. Then this hot blonde shows up named Dr. Reeves, and she's a biological expert, and tells them she's to assist their operation, causing the commanding officer to berate her in a very funny exchange.
I'm looking for Sergeant Hooker.
Well, you found him. I'm busy. What the fuck do you want?
I'm Dr. Reeves.
Great! Dr. Reeves is here.
Doctor. Come on, guys. I've been assigned to your group.
What the hell for?
I'm to collect samples of any alien life forms and report them back to Dr. Mittenham.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
After being reprimanded by the big boss, the metalhead sergeant guy relents, and he tasks Books, the Marine Books is what they call them.
They all have nicknames,
They all have
right?
nicknames, yeah. He tasks Books with being like her caretaker, like he has to watch her over her, right? Because they don't want her along for the mission. They're like, why do we have to fucking take a civilian, right?
Yep.
Among the soldiers is a guy named Styx, played by...
Miguel Nunez Jr.?
You got it. That's right. I think our first ever
he might be
three-time Slash Cinema alumni.
He's appeared 3 times.
Yes.
Most of
I think because he's in Friday the 13th Part 6.
Yep.
He's in Return of the Living Dead.
That's Part 5, I think, is easy.
Oh, sorry. Not Part 6. Thank you.
Yep,
Return of the he's in Friday the 13th Part 5. He's in Return of the Living Dead 1, and now he's in Leprechaun 4.
Yep.
Good for him.
Good man.
Yeah, good man. That's awesome. Cut to another hot blonde chained up in a cave wearing like a Princess Leia bikini. Like it's so clearly supposed to be just a Princess Leia bikini. This is the Princess Zarina. Mm-hmm. Out walks the leprechaun wearing a tux, and he uses his magic to create a dinner setting, and he's trying to woo her. So we're going back to the whole like he's trying to find a bride,
getting a bride
from Part 2.
Yeah.
So there's your loose little connection. Cut to the Marines who have now landed on the target planet. The leprechaun continues trying to seduce the princess, promising her riches. And why doesn't... I mentioned this, but again, just they're not supposed to be connected. But if you're going to mention 2, why doesn't he just use the sneezing trick again? Why not just use that curse of like, if she sneezes 3 times, she falls in love with me. Instead, he's like, I'll give you my riches and gold. It's like, just use the sneezing trick, dude.
Well,
Again, not supposed to be a connection, so whatever. But one of the soldiers makes contact with the leprechaun, who proceeds to kill him with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
How do you get away with this and not get sued?
Yeah.
Like, is it just so beneath? I guess Fox would have owned. Would they have owned Star Wars at that time?
Yeah, I don't know if you can. You probably have a hard time copywriting laser sword, right?
I don't think so, because like, what else did a laser sword before Star Wars? To me, that's so iconic to that franchise. Like, I definitely think you have grounds for a lawsuit. I don't know. It's also just lame. Yeah. He's got like a little green lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Yeah, it's stupid. And I do like this movie for how stupid it is, but that one just was a little too obvious.
He uses guns a lot too.
I like this movie for how when it tries to do things and fails. If it's stupid. I don't like when it tries to be funny and it's like, see? So we're in space, huh? We got a lightsaber, huh? You get it?
Yeah.
You get it? No, I don't like that. It's like, no. The soldiers then get into a shootout with the leprechaun and toss a grenade, which the leprechaun jumps onto to protect the princess from blowing up. And in doing so, he gets blown up. The soldiers then celebrate, and one of them pisses on a piece of the leprechaun's corpse, which triggers some magic to fly into his dick.
Yep. Goes up the stream and
Yes, this is a real movie I am describing here. They pack the injured princess up in their terrible CGI spaceship and head off to return back to base. They then receive orders to remain orbiting the planet until the new mining team arrives. And I also want to point out at this point, the boss that they're taking orders from is just this bald fat guy on a monitor.
right. You just see his face.
You just see his face. He looks like Mr. Freeze from like the 1966 version of Mr.
Yep.
Freeze. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he looked like to me.
Dr. Mittenhand.
Yes, Dr. Mittenhand. Yes. Two of the Marines go somewhere private to fuck, and one of them is the guy with the enchanted penis who starts screaming in pain. Just then, the leprechaun, fully restored, springs forth, seemingly bursting out of his dick.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were implying there.
Oh, that's not an implication.
That's what happens.
That's exactly
they
what
don't
happens.
they don't really show it,
Yeah.
but they kind like you don't see anything graphic, but
Oh, there's a pretty bad effect of him coming out and like spinning towards the camera.
yeah, he just kind of like pops out of the clothing. He doesn't like show a prosthetic penis.
No.
They don't go they don't go that far. The leprechaun then starts hunting down the Marines. All hell breaks loose, and the Marines suit up and prepare for a fight. But after they realize they're outmatched, they tell the head guy to fuck off as their contract expires in a few hours anyways, and they're taking off. The bald boss then reveals his true cyborg body and offers them 100 times their pay if they stay and kill the alien creature.
Yep.
Which is just pure nonsense. To put this in perspective, 100 times your pay, assuming you were making, let's say conservatively, they had to have been making for like a mission. I'm going to guess what, $10,000, $20,000 as like a contract Marine. 100 times would be millions. So he offers them millions each. Just makes no sense. I think just the writers thought of like, 100 times, that'll sound fun. Okay, 10 times would have been enough. Even 10 times is ludicrous. 100 times is insane. But also my implication was like he never was going to like...
No, there's no payout. Like,
He was never going to uphold that agreement.
Right.
There's no way. So they strike a deal, and what follows is the Marines attempting to hunt and kill that damn pesky leprechaun on the spaceship, the leprechaun picking off the Marines one by one, the princess teaming up with the leprechaun, culminating in a final showdown with a now giant-sized leprechaun as the ship is set to self-destruct.
Yep.
This is the plot of Leprechaun 4 in space.
This is number 2 for you?
This is my number 2.
Right. So we haven't had your number 1 yet.
No.
Wow. Okay.
There's entries. There's time.
that's
There's entries.
wild.
There's
That's
entries.
wild.
Yeah, there's entries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wild. Leprechaun 3. Oh yeah, like it's so different. Yeah. Get out of here.
Viewer, what do you think? Are you with me on this one or not?
Who cares what you think? It's fucking Leprechaun.
Justin
Who gives
knows.
a shit?
Justin knows.
I guess I should defend it. It's my number 2, so I'll say why it's a little bit higher for me. Let's just get into some things. Let's talk about I guess this is something that I don't really like, but like the space gimmick.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Generally speaking, the quote unquote in space entries for any of these, just going to knock it down a little bit for me because
Well, it just results in bad sci-fi looking sets that are supposed to be a futuristic spaceship, but you don't have the budget to hire a set designer to build you something that looks like something out of Alien or Aliens.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just, and then it just devolves into exactly what Jason X and Hellraiser Bloodline do, which is just a bunch of dudes with guns running around hunting a thing on cheap looking sets.
Yep. This felt like it was supposed to be like an Alien movie ripoff, but they somewhere along the line had to tie this into Leprechaun. We saw this with Hellraiser a few times, right? Where you've got this someone's trying to tell you this story, but then some film producer tells you that, okay, we're only going to pay you to do this if you then tie it into...
I don't know what you're talking about. Those Hellraiser movies were crafted by writers that were passionate.
They
and
were
cared
intentional.
about the source material.
That's right. Yeah.
Pinhead was integral to those plots.
Yeah.
I don't know that they could function as anything else but a Hellraiser movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here. Right.
But no,
so much
you
so
could
that
be right.
I don't think they even refer to him as Leprechaun.
No, he's called an alien creature.
Yeah. Right. So like you could tell that they really didn't want to put the Leprechaun in here. Not that replacing it with the Zorg Beast instead would have made the movie much better. The Zorg Beast.
Where are you getting that from? The Zorg Beast?
Copyright, Mark's Hughes, 2025.
Zorg Beast. If anyone makes a Zorg Beast film, just know you ripped off Slash Cinema.
I want my 6 cents of
Zorg Beast. Zorg Beast, the Eternal.
I wanted an image of Zorg Beast right here.
I'll put up whatever Google shows a Zorg Beast is. I'm very curious.
It's got to be something.
It's going to generate something. Yeah. Maybe I'll use AI to come up with what it thinks a Zorg Beast looks like. Okay. This movie is just, it's a perfect example of so bad it's good.
Yeah.
I know that, funny enough, most people groan about this film.
Yeah.
Most people, when you mention Leprechaun 4, they're like, oh, remember, it's just called like Leprechaun in space. It's not creative at all. It's like, I get it. It's not. It's stupid. It's a gimmick. Is it any less of a gimmick than, Leprechaun in Vegas?
Yeah. It's definitely one of the theme picks, right?
Right.
Like
right. And we're about to go to another theme in a minute.
Yeah.
So like, I find it funny that people have the opinion that like, this is the one where they jumped the shark. Because this is not a serious series anyways. This franchise is goofy as fuck.
It was already in Vegas, the one before. I mean, so...
And it's there. It was always a hammy, like nutty series. So to me, it doesn't... With this one, it didn't feel like... With Jason, it's such a stretch to put Jason where he's in space. Yeah. Pinhead made more sense because he's kind of an ethereal kind of creature that can kind of just manifest wherever.
Sure.
It made more sense. Leprechaun also kind of just fits in where I'm like, he has all the powers anyways.
Small though I am, mighty is my spirit when bloody battle calls. Come at me with what you will. Shoot me, stab me, kill me 100 ways. Still I fight on. I am eternal as the sun. I am 1,000 demons from hell. Death and destruction are my game. Agony is my name.
Sure. These movies are stupid. Who fucking cares? These like making it sound like, well, this is one of the lowbrow entries in the esteemed Leprechaun franchise. Like, shut the fuck up.
I think you're hitting on something important, right? Because depending on your attachment to the franchise, how much you value it, how much you like it, it also determines how whether or not this type of fork in the road, whether you like that or not. Like we don't profess to love the Leprechaun franchise. So when they do something like this, you're like, okay, whatever. Whereas with Friday the 13th, like when they did that, it's like, this franchise means something to us. These entries have been pretty serious so far. So this is just really goofy when they do that. But with this one, it's like, I'm not all that committed to it. So sure. Knock your socks off.
Put them in space. Put them in Vegas. Put them in the hood as we're about to go.
And it's kind of freeing. This is one of the reasons why I did enjoy this franchise a little bit more than I thought I was, is because I had no connection to it. So I'm just like, I'm going to sit back and watch these. Oh, you're going to space this time? Sure. All right.
Why not?
Let's see how this...
Let's see what stupid shit you come up with.
If it sucks, well, I already expected it to suck. So if it doesn't suck...
Well, they all suck. It's just which ones you liked a little bit more than other ones, right? So let's talk about how it's so, for me, it's so bad it's good. I don't know. It didn't register as much for you, I gather. But it's just, it's not boring. It's entertaining because it's constantly just doing something. It's like, it's just constantly doing the next stupid thing. Yeah. And it makes you laugh because it's just so bad, right? It starts off with these CGI meteors, and the CGI in this film is so fucking awful. Yeah. Like, you thought the ship looked bad in Jason X. Holy fuck does this look like? It looks like rudimentary, like early, like PC, like a screensaver,
Yeah.
like that kind of graphics. Apparently, the problem was they didn't have the money to finish the effects.
That
What
tracks.
So you're actually seeing are the pre-viz shots
Right.
of what would have later been finished by the company. But I guess the production team on this was like, fuck it. You did something. We'll just use it. Which I find funny because like I watched this on the recent this is the most recent Blu-ray collection, right?
Yep.
This is how I watched it. Why not just fix that? Like they could easily fix those effects now with no problem. And then they wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
Like they did this with when they put Star Trek on Blu-ray. They went back and fixed a lot of the shots so they wouldn't look so out of place in high definition.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Yeah,
and
no,
they did
no, for sure.
And TNG did an excellent job of it, where the effects are heavily improved, and they didn't. But it was very tastefully done. Like it wasn't like fucking George Lucas meddling. It So
there's
to
a
me,
lot of people that don't like that though.
Yeah, but for this, it was never finished to begin with.
Right,
so
but
it's
then you're putting more money into something that. I mean,
but dude, it's Leprechaun 4. This is $1 billion franchise.
I was gonna say,
money's not an issue.
Finishing those effects might have cost more than they spent on the movie.
I'm pretty sure I could, and I'm not challenging myself, but I'm pretty sure I could fix these effects now with what I have on my computer.
Yeah.
But
then you wouldn't have the movie the way it is.
You're right. You're right. It does add to the
we
charm.
wouldn't be sitting here talking about how awful they were, right?
Yeah, you're right. So starts off with that, and that sets the tone. The terrible pre-viz shots sets the tone for the whole thing.
Yep.
The characters. Dr. Mittenhand, this is madness. Just madness. He's half of a man. He's like an upper torso, and he's like this bald torso, and I think he's missing an arm too. And he's like fused mechanically with like some sort of, what would you call it? Like sentry?
There's like a metal can all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
but he's like on a turret that moves around. It's so fucking goofy looking, this effect.
And it's obvious what they did, that they just basically took like a piece of metal, stuck it on him, and used like silly putty to kind of stick it onto him. It's the worst, absolute worst. But in a way, it's like, I give you credit for that. I respect that.
He does move around. There's a few shots where he moves around on his little turret. But yeah, he's this awful looking cyborg thing. And I didn't write down the actor's name. I wish I did, because he is one of the more entertaining bits of this movie. He is so fucking ham and over the top, and he never lets up.
We signed on for 30 days. Legally, we are free agents as of midnight tonight.
No one leaves this ship unless I so say. Say so. Make no mistake. I am in command. You will do as I say. We have a contract, Sergeant, do we not?
Yes.
Your time is up, it is true, but subparagraph 4 states that I have the power to extend your contract in the event of an emergency. And that is what I'm going to do!
He is chewing the scenery in every fucking scene.
Yep.
He's got his face is constantly contorting into these weird expressions. Like he's just constantly like making these weird faces, and he's got this weird like pseudo-German accent that I can't place. He's great. It's like it's so bad.
You knew he wasn't winning Oscars with this, so just lean into it.
Yeah, and he's just so entertaining to watch. Every scene he's in, and there's some subplot with the princess character where she, for whatever reason, has like her blood, it has regenerative abilities, and so like they pump out it's like blue milk's colored blood. Yeah. She's got like blue blood, and he wants to use the blood to regenerate his body. And that's like his little motivation. So he has a subplot motivation aside from killing the leprechaun. Right. Again, this movie's a fucking mess, but who cares? It's just stupid shit happening. Yeah. And there's a line delivery in this that weirdly mirrored a line delivery from one of your favorite Return of the Living Dead's, Necropolis. Did you catch So Mittenham, he's like, I will use her blood to rebuild my body, and I shall rise again. And he's got his little lackey lab assistant. And lackey lab assistant's like, cool.
With her DNA, I shall recreate Mittenhead. I shall rise like a phoenix from the ashes and stand triumphant before the world. I shall be beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah. What was the line in Return of the Christmas is cool.
Christmas is cool. And all of this is just to pad out the runtime. It serves no purpose. The leprechaun then later on injects him with some weird concoction that turns him into a giant fucking like animatronic spider.
Yeah. To the point where like he actually refers to himself as Mitten Spider. Like it's not just like a nickname that the audience calls him outside of the movie.
No. He calls himself Mitten Spider, and now he just embraces the
now
he's a giant spider.
Right.
And then the Marines have to fight him later on, so he becomes like a secondary antagonist. Yeah, everything with that character is just pure gold.
Yep.
A character that serves zero purpose is the princess.
Yeah.
She's absolutely pointless. She is there for one reason. She is there for our necessary, what's the word I'm looking for? When it's something it has to be. It's like contractual or something.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of. Well,
I can't think of that word. What's the fucking word?
Obligatory.
Yes,
yeah.
Obligatory. She is there for one reason and one reason alone. She is there for the obligatory nudity. There has to be some nudity in this film. Some producer was like, nope, gotta have a pair of tits. So most of the movie, she's walking around half naked.
Yep.
And then apparently the producers were like, well, honey, you're going to have to show your tits. You agreed to it. And she was so against this that they came up with like the stupidest reason possible for her to do it because she didn't want to do it. So then and I guess the writer, there was some conflict where like,
okay,
the producers wanted it to happen because they wanted some TNA. Yeah. But I guess the actor and the writer were against this, or the actor and the director. So they came with a stupid reason for her to do it, just as like a fuck you. So she doesn't just take off her clothes, which honestly, they should have just done that because they highlight it more.
Yeah.
So in her culture,
that's right.
If she shows her breast to you, that is an insult and she is threatening you.
You may find this cruel, but your behavior leaves me no choice. This is your fate. You have no one to blame but yourselves. Unspeakable pain awaits you.
Yeah, what hurt me first?
Look upon them and know that you are forever doomed. For I am she who is all-powerful. I am Zarina, Queen of the Damned.
So that is her excuse for taking out her tits.
Like I didn't have to come up with an explanation. Like
right,
yeah.
Her tits aren't that good.
No,
I feel really bad saying that because we just watched 3. There is a magnificent set of tits in that film when Mitch dies.
Yeah.
I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no shade. I'm not trying to body shame, but. Yeah, they're not a great set. And what's funny is, like, you have a way hotter chick who I would have loved to have gotten that role, that part, but didn't do it. Yeah. So it's just like, so then why even force this poor girl to show her awful saggy boobs?
I mean, let's talk about this for a second. Nudity is kind of strange in this franchise because in the first one, there's none. In the second one,
there is a deleted scene. Jennifer Aniston goes full.
That's right.
Full nudity.
Yes.
She has a full bush, everything. They don't hold back. They show it all, Mark. They leave it all on the celluloid. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description of this scene so you can all see it. But this exists. This is 100% real. Believe me.
It's going to be a link to the Zorga Beast or whatever, or whatever it was.
Zorg Beast?
Zorg Beast.
Zorg Beast? Okay. No. And then Leprechaun 2?
Leprechaun 2 did.
But it's not the main actress.
That's right.
It's a It's a
body
fucking
double.
body double,
Yeah.
which
Well, but it's strange though, because in each of these, so 2, 3, and 4 do have a little bit, but it's just a little bit. It's like one,
and it's always
scene-
the actress doesn't want to do it.
right? So it's almost like it seems so forced in these movies that I kind of wish
That I
they
kind
just-
of respect it.
I was going to go the other way and say, like, I kind of wish they just didn't do it at all, right? Because the way that it's so awkwardly placed in these movies, it seems like it was literally just shoved in.
Oh, it's sleazy as
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah, it's
yeah.
sleazy as fuck. Yeah. Back to the characters for a second.
Yep.
Almost every character sucks. Some less than others. Let's talk about the main two characters, Brooks and Dr. Tina, which apparently was her name. I don't even fucking
Tina
remember.
Reeves?
Sure, the hot chick, the other hot chick.
Yeah.
They have like no characterization and no chemistry.
Yeah,
they are so bland.
Well, I would go as far as to say that not only do they not have the bar discussion between our two hero characters was painful to watch. I get that they are trying to show that initially these two aren't getting along, but they inevitably will fall in love. But holy shit, the dialogue is bad, especially from books.
No, but the actors
Yeah.
have no chemistry.
They're just-
so
yeah.
the whole thing is like, clearly they set up right at the beginning. It's like, they're each other's love interest, right?
Yeah.
And there's supposed to be sexual tension between them, but they have no.
worst.
So other than them both being pretty hot people,
Yeah.
there's no real. They have no chemistry, the actors or the characters,
Yeah.
and they're trying to do this whole like, oh well, I'm a, you just think I'm some dumb meathead Marine and you think I'm stupid, so you think less of me, but I actually am an intelligent guy and I have actual depth. And the chick is doing this whole like, she has a chip on her shoulder where she's like, I'm more than just a woman.
Right.
I'm also a smart girl. And
So you're a doctor, right?
A biologist. A doctor of biology.
Well, that must mean that you're pretty smart then, right?
Well, smart's a relative term.
Relative to what?
Relative to the level of intelligence you're referring to. I mean, what are the criteria for determining a person's intelligence? That means what standards do you use? Prerequisites.
I know what criteria means, Doc. And I know what a prerequisite is. You see, just because I'm wearing this uniform does not mean that they have surgically removed my brain.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Anyway,
so
They're going through the motions of trying to establish that each one underestimates the other, and that through understanding that they are more than just the archetype that you think they are.
yeah,
they
she's
will
more than just the hot
develop-
chick. She's
Yep.
actually smart. He's more than just the grunt. He's
Yeah.
actually like has more depth to him.
Yep.
But because of that, we get all these stupid little bicker moments between
Yep.
them that just suck.
You know, they don't think that she's tough, but she thinks she's tough, but she's kind of not really tough. But then she becomes tough, and
Yeah.
it's just like, ugh.
And he's just like he's a military grunt, but he's not. There's more to him, and I'd like to think this is how you and your wife met.
That's right.
Is
Right.
this
That's
how
right.
it played out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess while you were in space. And,
That's correct.
Yeah, and your wife was
Yeah.
assigned to join your unit, and you had to like shadow her.
Yeah, she was the grunt.
Oh, you're
I was
reversing the roles.
book-
Oh, you're reversing the roles. No.
Sorry, Megan.
But I'd like to
But
think
through shared experience of
you
being
came to find there was
hunted
more
by
depth by a mythical creature,
Zorg beast,
a Zorg beast.
or whatever I called it. Yeah.
So those characters suck.
Yep.
Fuck those characters. We got Middenham and we got Sergeant Metalhead.
Master Sergeant Metalhead Hooker.
He is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Another character. He's one of the highlights of this movie.
Yeah.
He's also chewing the scenery, but it works. It totally works. Some weird trivia. He's played by actor Tim Colceri. Colceri? Did you know this trivia? You know what I'm about to tell you?
I think I do. Yeah.
He was originally cast as the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket before being replaced by R. Lee Ermey. Oh, man, I feel bad for this guy. I mean, missing out on a legacy film like that.
He is in the movie though.
Yeah, he is in the movie, but
not
not
to the-
as the iconic role.
Yeah.
And after seeing his performance in this, like, yeah, he's campy, but he totally could have done the R. Lee Ermey role. He's good. He
Yeah, but
works really well as the drill sergeant
Sure.
guy.
But I
as
can't.
the commanding officer.
You really can't see anybody else in that role, though.
Yeah, I can, and it's Tim Colceri. I just said that. You know that thing I just said?
No.
Yeah.
No. Viewers, what do you think?
No, he's good. All right, let's get into his performance. So he's playing like the grizzled, over the top, like tough as nails sergeant. That's just he's in a constant state of either being annoyed or pissed off at something.
Right. Because every Marine is that's just how they live, right? Like there's no stepping down. There's no dialing it down.
There's like no calm.
Yeah.
He's just always
They're
either
always at
annoyed
11.
or
Yeah.
he's pissed off
Yeah.
about something, right? And he's just constantly yelling and berating other characters. Like immediately when he gets introduced and there's like the doctor character shows up, he just starts berating her.
Right.
What the hell are you doing here, lady? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is for authorized personnel only.
I'm looking for Sergeant Hooker.
Well, you found him. I'm busy. What the fuck do you want?
And he also berates the little lab tech guy at one point. Like he's constantly yelling and or belittling everyone else around him in a very amusing way. Like he takes command of every room he's in. He is the top dog no matter what, is how he sees it, right? There's a funny exchange where at one point the woman is like, we can't go in this room. There's flesh-eating bacteria that's been exposed, and it's a biohazardous area. And he's like, we can go anywhere we want, lady. We're Marines. And then she's like, but the flesh-eating bacteria. And then he pauses for a second. He's like, Mooch, you're up.
You can't go in there. That's the waste disposal chamber.
We can go anywhere we want, lady. We're Marines.
It's filled with flesh-eating bacteria.
Mooch, you're up.
Sends the next guy
Yeah,
in.
he's just like immediately sends in the other guy, which leads to a very stupid scene where that guy then gets exposed to the flesh-eating bacteria and it instantly strips him and turns him into a cartoonish skeleton,
Yeah.
like a Halloween decoration skeleton, which is not at all how flesh-eating bacteria works, by the way. It's not like termites that just devour you. It's not a cartoon.
I don't know. I mean, Justin, I'm. Have you been to medical school? I'm willing to trust Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they did have a doctor on set, the big boobed doctor lady.
Yeah.
So obviously she would know, right? Yeah. The only problem with his character is the scene with him. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
The whole So at one
I
point,
don't understand it.
it was just dumb.
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
They put him in a dress, so for the
so
viewers.
the leprechaun takes control of Sergeant Metalhead and makes him cross-dress, and then he just starts dancing and singing while also fighting the Marines who are trying to snap him out of it.
Yeah. I guess maybe they just thought, hey, more cheesy stuff, but not everything lands properly.
That's
and
one of
this
the
is
ones
of
that
them.
that's one of the jokes that doesn't land for me. Yeah, and then he just gets electrocuted, and then it's revealed he was a robot. What was the point of that? Do you remember this? He was a robot.
He's an actual cyborg. Like he's just a robot.
What?
Like, yeah.
You made the same mistake the movie made.
Yeah.
What did you just call him?
Cyborg.
He's not a cyborg. He is a full-on robot.
He was just a robot the whole time.
Mittenham was a cyborg
Yeah.
because Mittenham was part organic and part mechanical, so
Yeah.
part machine. The sergeant was full on, even though he looked like a cyborg, he was full on a robot. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
His brain was a robot, making him a
Terminator.
no.
I don't know.
He's an android.
Oh, okay.
It drives me insane when people mix up these two words. The Terminator is an android.
Yep.
Bishop is an android. Technically, the Terminator is also a cyborg, actually. But so actually, android is full on mechanical, but it's meant to look like a human. A cyborg is exactly what it sounds like. It's cybernetic organic material. So it's
These types of things actually frustrate Justin.
That actually,
we'll be hanging out just not having anything to do with our show, and you'll just start going off on some of these
say
things.
it right. Words matter. Why have the word if you're not going to use it right?
wasn't even human.
Cyborg.
Otherwise, why don't we just call everything a cyborg, Mark?
Right.
I guess you're a cyborg.
Yeah.
I mean, you have wires connected to you right now.
Yeah.
Bleep bloop. You're attached to that iPad. It's feeding you your terrible fucking insights on Leprechaun 3. So, you know.
Hey, I'm a replicant.
You're probably,
Get it right. Okay?
Yeah,
Get it right.
Well, a replicant is an android. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. See how words matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, to some people.
Do they
Not-
matter?
not to, apparently not. Yeah. Anything, Mark, pop in anytime. Anything you want to talk about, shit on, that you liked, you didn't like.
I mean, I'm with you. The goofiness of this one, the only reason why I didn't quite like it as much is just because with the sci-fi angle, it's a little too
Fair enough.
unbelievable. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of like little bits to this that I thought were great.
How did you feel about the ending? The Leprechaun gets, so they introduced early on, this is an example of a Chekhov's gun.
Yep.
So they have the shrink ray, but it also can like enlarge
You
and
can
shit.
turn the dial the other way,
And it, can,
make
and it
somebody
makes
big.
them grow.
Yep.
And then the leprechaun gets exposed to the ray, and then he turns giant at the
Yep.
end, and he has like a whole scene on the hangar.
He's basically like a kaiju just walking through, stomping around.
I thought that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, sure.
The first thing he does, he immediately checks his dick.
To see if
To see if it's gotten bigger, and he's like, bigger is better.
All right. Big is good.
Some of the lines in this movie are absolutely great. Private Sticks with the line after the guy pees on the corpse. He turns to his buddy who's peeing. He's like, "I'd give you a round of applause, but I can see you already got the clap."
Death from above. Let it ring!
Oh, shit! Oh, way to go, KO. I'd give you a round of applause, but I see you already got the clap. That's not funny.
Just dumb.
That's pretty good.
No.
That's pretty good.
What was the other one? The private we just talked about. Dolores turns to Sarge because this is right after Kowalski's just been going through his penis problems. She turns to him, "Hey Sarge, you don't think Kowalski getting killed was my fault, do you?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" "Well, I mean, I'm the one that gave him the boner and all."
Hey, Sarge.
Yeah.
You don't think Kowalski's getting killed was my fault, do you?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm the one that gave him the boner and all.
I'm the one that gave him the boner.
This is A tier
This is-
writing.
yep.
This is as good as
Top
screenwriting
shelf.
get. They actually teach this
Yep.
in film school. Actually, we talked. We did analyze a few of these Leprechaun scripts.
Yep.
Yep, in one of my screenwriting classes, we did.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. How to make a bad script.
I'm surprised actually that you like this one so much because this is an example of a mashup of sci-fi, comedy, horror. We had another sci-fi comedy horror.
Yeah, but I
entry.
also didn't think Hellraiser Bloodline was that bad.
No. Return of the Living Dead 3, clearly the best of the Return of the Living Dead. You panned that one, and
Rightfully so.
But this one is like one of your favorites.
Yeah, but that one tried to be like Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
It just doesn't work. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's close near and dear. The best part of that movie is the nudity we get from what's her face? Oh, what's her name? I only know her character's name from the OC. I forget it.
Yeah.
Whatever. That movie didn't land for me. That movie tries to take itself seriously though too. This one didn't give a fuck. And speaking of that, my last thing I want to talk about, talking about how fun this movie is, they blow up the Leprechaun 3 fucking times in this movie.
Yeah.
So first he gets blown up by a grenade, then he gets shot by like one of the female Marines, shoots him with like a laser gun and blows him up again.
Yep.
Of course, he reforms each time. And then the ending, they shoot him out the fucking airlock, and then he blows up
It
in
just
space.
explodes out there. Yep.
Take this, you son of a bitch.
The king is dead.
3 3 fucking explosions in one movie. That's pretty good. I got to give them credit for that. Like, they didn't give a fuck. They're just like, they put their money where the funny was.
Yeah. Money where the funny was.
Whoa. Coinage.
Copyright Justin 2025.
Coinage. Money where the funny was. And Zorg Beast. Zorg Beast. If it appears in anything, we're fucking suing, damn it.
Or they're going to sue us for using their...
Yeah, we copied it from something else.
They're like, yeah, Zorg Beast has been around for ages.
Zorg Beast is a franchise.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them.
Was it actually Zorg Beast? I can't even remember
I think you
what
said Zorg Beast. Yeah.